Right, I wanted to do a video regarding sensitive people, people that really care about what other people think, and it might actually stop you from progressing in life and hold you back quite a lot, especially if you get nervous around other people. I watched a video recently, and it's about this young guy, and he was really depressed because he wasn't like meeting up with friends, didn't have any friends to meet up with. Um, and he didn't have a girlfriend either, and he was afraid to approach the opposite sex. Um, but he was just bored with life in general, and he was upset because people mistreated him. But there's a lot of answers to his problems in what I'm about to say. So basically, this is about why sensitive people suffer. You're not getting what you want because you're afraid of rejection. You're so nervous about approaching people in social settings as well. Um, and you complain and you get sad because you don't get the attention other people get, but yet they're putting themselves out there. They're not being afraid of saying things, and they're not being afraid of talking to strangers. They're not being afraid of really opening up to other people. So that's what's holding you back as a sensitive and nervous person. And it doesn't help if you're overly sensitive to criticism, because people will feel judged by your reactions, and they might actually feel on edge, especially if they say things that they would probably say to their friend groups, and those friends wouldn't be offended. They'd probably just have some banter back, and they'd be just as critical. But as a sensitive person, you're more respectful than that. You wouldn't do that to people, so you'd feel like they shouldn't do it to you, but you don't understand their logic. Um, People want to be entertained as well, so if you're really reserved and you're careful of what you're saying, um, you're not that interesting because you're not being out there, you're not expressing yourself in a way that is entertaining to people, you're not having a laugh, you're not making jokes, because you're so afraid of that criticism and rejection. Um, what you will notice, and it's good to know this, is there are certain people out there who are very narcissistic, and they'll be very manipulative as well, and they will overshadow you, and they will be fake. And you, as quite a sensitive person, will see how fake they are, yet other people won't. Um, they're not afraid of rejection or criticism, and they will enjoy saying and doing inappropriate things. Um, they like to shock people. They also like to entertain them. They're very egocentric, so they like to be the centre of the party. So they will overshadow near enough everyone. But they can be very malicious, and they can be very nasty as well. But you have to see through it. They can be sadistic as well. They might enjoy seeing your discomfort as a sensitive person. They might say things to get a reaction, because it's all about control. If they can control your reactions, they're controlling you. So that's basically how that works. What I found helps, and it will do with jobs and relationships, is if you maintain eye contact. I used to avoid it a lot when I was growing up because I was so nervous. But if you can maintain eye contact, it can tell you more than words. Eye contact and reading someone really does help, but you have to kind of build up to it. You have to grow that skill. Um, you have to understand that some people aren't genuine. If you've taken an approach in life where everything you say is truthful and everything you express is truthful, there's a lot of people out there that aren't. that you have to understand that, and it just make you more confident in being who you are. Don't be too agreeable, so don't want to please other people. Don't have that compulsion to please other people because you want that appreciation, or you want that recognition. You've got to disagree. If you don't believe how something should work, or you don't believe with what they're doing is right, you've got to disagree and say, this is how I'd do it. I'd like to do it this way. Or if you're not happy in a workplace because they're mistreating you, or they're treating you as a lesser person, you've got to say, sorry, but I'm not going to carry on doing it then. I'll find something else to do, because you've got to know your own worth. You've got to know that you can do better for yourself, and if you can't, just be happy with what you've got, and don't degrade yourself, because the manipulative people that might employ you might be happy to replace you for someone else just as easily if you don't do what they want. But if you're not happy being there, then you've got to move on. But that's my video regarding sensitivity.